Hey, what's up everyone? Danny here. This is going to be my official office and workspace tour for 2017. If you didn't see my room tour from last year, I'll have a link down below, just in case you want to see kind of the progression of my workspace over the last year to year and a half. But we've pretty much settled in on this place now, and I have most of the things unpacked. And for the most part, the room is how I want it to be. It's never going to be 100% complete, but I'd say it's like 95% complete. I'm always going to be making small changes here or there, but the bulk of it is how I've planned it. So now I want to share with you, so let's check it out. So we'll start the tour from outside my room. Open up the door, this is what you are first greeted with. This is the closet where I store most of my stuff, and this is stuff that I don't utilize too often, so I don't need it on hand. And as you can see, there are a lot of case boxes. Not all of them contain cases in them. A lot of them are just used for storage, like this top half XP box right there. It just has stuff in it. But underneath it though, that actually has a case in it. And up there are some cases that I bought for just future builds because they're on sale or cheap. Not too much going on inside of this closet space here. But moving on, this side of the room, this wall has my framed vectored Pokemon and League of Legends posters. I got those from Comic-Con and then Emerald City Comic-Con, and I got these from Etsy. I was able to get all these for anywhere between like $10 to $15 a piece. So they're not like the most expensive pieces out there, but I think putting the frames around them really make them pop and look nice. This side of the room, this is where the benchmarking occurs when I do benchmarks for videos, because I always like having my systems in the benchmarks. That's just how I've been doing my benchmarks for the longest time now, and I don't plan on changing it anytime soon. So now let's look at this side of the room, which has probably the most stuff out of the entire room. The longboards on the wall, those were hand cut by me when I used to sell longboards and do longboard grip tape art. And these are the boards that I did for myself for the sole purpose of hanging on the wall. Storage chests. These are things that I kind of just have in storage, extra stuff, tools. Like you can see there's a heat gun in there, Ethernet cable, extra pair of speakers, keyboard, a drill. Just stuff that, you know, just in case I need, I kind of have on hand. Plus there's not enough room in the closet to store it. So that's why I have two of these chests here. There's another storage chest right there. It's not the same kind, but I have a lot of extra stuff because I'm kind of a digital and electronics PC part hoarder. I just can't get myself to throw anything away. And here are some tool chests, just tools in here, typical stuff like pliers, soldering iron. We got shrink tubing down there, a whole bunch of other pliers and wire cutters and rulers and stuff. Here are just a whole bunch of organizers for adapters and like wiring and cables that I may need, and this is just extra stuff that I've just accumulated over the years buying different parts. Some of them are stuff that I probably would never use, but on the off chance that I do need it, I, you know, would have it here hopefully. Like, I don't even know what some of these cables are for, but I can't get myself to throw them away because one of these days I'm going to get a random piece of electronic and I'm not going to have a cable for it, and I will go through here and try all of them and one of them is going to work. So let me put this back now. Alongside these two windows are a lot of boxes, and most of them are empty. Some of them have stuff in it, but they're boxes from either parts that I've bought for myself or bought for other people to use in builds and they didn't want them. And I keep them just because they're kind of like a nice display piece, and they're useful for if I do need to sell something. Like if I want to sell a power supply, well, I have a box that I can put it in to ship it out. Or if I want to sell like a processor, I'll have, you know, the original heatsink and clamshells and stuff like that. I'm kind of playing Tetris with it right now because if you can see the windows behind there, even though the blinds are closed, they do let some light in, and that does kind of mess up the lighting in my videos. If I can ideally get more boxes over time, I can fill up all these windows with them and it will act like curtains and it won't let light shine through. Right here is my kind of cube cabinet organizer. This is where I have a lot of spare parts. So there's motherboards, there are coolers and heat sinks, power supplies right there. And then down here is like the cleaning stuff, like the air blower, rubbing alcohol, some water, and microfiber cloth and stuff. So this is where a lot of my extra parts are. And there are some extra parts on here as well. So this is my computer desk, and let me move the chair real quick. And this is where I do most of my work. So it's an L desk, so it fits into the corner really nicely, and there's a lot of space to work with. There's this side bench where I can do whatever I need to. Here's some more, like a micro small screwdriver kit, and then if I'm working on, you know, whatever, I can do it right here. This monitor is for streaming. I just have a dedicated 1080p monitor, so this is exactly what I share when, you know, I'm on the call with Lee and whoever else is on the stream. Here is my computer, and I have my monitor raised because it's really nice in terms of being able to fit more stuff underneath, because if this was down here, I would have limited space in front of the monitor for my keyboard and mouse and stuff, but now I can like slide this in and out, and I have room to like put, you know, keys, phone, and wallet, and all that good stuff. But on this shelf right here on the desk, this is a whole bunch of the stuff that I use pretty often. So just some camera plates, erasers and screwdrivers, and, you know, extra battery for the camera. Here is my mic stand on the side. It has the Blue Yeti on it, and my Audio Technica M40X is on it. We will move on now to my like test bench area, and where I test parts and all that stuff. This isn't really organized at all. As you can see, there's just cables everywhere, and I just kind of have parts. Here's some hard drives that I label now, because I used to not label them, and every time I plugged them in, it would be the wrong hard drive, because I just thought I had a good memory, but I don't. I have my dedicated benchmarking hard drive with all like the big programs like Grand Theft Auto, and just all the games that are like 50, 60 gigs, so I don't have to download them every time I do a new build to show the benchmarks. You see this foam behind here because this is the main corner that I talk into rather. So most of the time you see my videos from this angle right here. So I'm sitting in the chair and I am talking towards this direction, which means my voice is projecting into this corner of the room. In one of the earlier videos in the room, there was a horrible echo, because when you speak into a corner, you get the sound waves bouncing back and then amplifying. So there was reverb going into the mic, and it just sounded kind of like echoey and not good at all. So I went to Target, I got a mattress topper for like 15 or 20 bucks, and then I put it on the wall. And since then, I haven't had any echoing problems. Oh, let me show you my lighting fixture. I have 3 daylight bulbs in here because it doesn't have that yellow tint that normal light bulbs have. This is supposed to be closer to sunlight, so that's what I use for my main lighting, and I can just point these in whatever direction to try to get the lights that I need. I don't have anything fancy like soft boxes or any of that, and I don't know if I will be investing in those anytime soon, because I think the lighting in my videos have been decent, and I'd rather invest in other things first. This whole lamp fixture kind of holds all my lighting though, so I do have some headlamps here just in case I'm working in like a dark space, and I have a flashlight also attached here in case I need it for anything. Yeah, I think that's it for the room tour. So let me set up the camera and we can end this video with some good audio. I didn't use the Blue Yeti to record this entire time because it wouldn't have been a consistent sound. Plus, it would have picked up echo all around the room if I tried to pick it up from there as I was walking around. So yeah, let me set this up and we can end the video and tour. So yeah, that's the office and workspace. So I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Let me know if you saw anything in my room that you had questions on, since I kind of went around pretty fast and I didn't talk about everything because that would make a way too long of a video. Yeah, if you saw anything that caught your eye and you had a question on, please let me know down in the comment section below. As well as let me know if you saw anything that you may have suggestions or tips on how I could improve my room. Like if you know about any certain furnitures that would make it better. I would love to hear that as well. But other than that, thank you as always for watching, and I look forward to reading your comments down below as well as seeing you in the next video. Bye.